Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Second inning of action here between Carson-Newman and Lincoln. Apologies for the late start on my end. Just wanted to make sure all the stats got set up and everything was squared away, not missing any pitches. But we are ready to go here for the second inning. Tight turnaround. Game one for Carson-Newman ended at 2:13 local time. Here we are at 2:50. First pitch of this contest came in at 2:39 local time. As Emma Romika is in the circle for Carson-Newman, it is a 1-0 Eagles lead. As this is a chopper towards second. Winchester Fields, an underhand toss to first, and there's one gone in the top half of the second inning between Carson-Newman and Lincoln out of Pennsylvania. Here in game 2 of 3 on the day for Carson-Newman. It's a 1-0 Eagles lead after an RBI double from Grace Gregory drove in Abby Martin in the bottom half of the first. Romika climbs in, and first pitch is fouled straight back from the pitcher, Ashlyn Sherman, who is batting in the 5 spot here for Lincoln. Next offering, Sherman back up the middle, and it finds its way underneath the glove of Romika and outside the outstretched arms of Reese Winchester over at second base. And Sherman is aboard with a single up the middle for the first base runner for the Lions today. Brings up Elia Rose, the center fielder for the Lions. Rose puts a bunt downfield on the backhand by Romika. Snaps a throw to first. It's not in time. A bunt single from Rose puts the last two aboard for the Lions with one gone in the top of the second. Brings up Haley Lawson, the first baseman for Lincoln, with 2 on and 1 away against Romika. First offering a wave and a miss from Lawson. And Romika is ahead 0-1. She worked a 1-2-3. Top of the first inning did Romika in the circle for the Eagles. The freshman out of San Diego, California. Next offering on the 0-1, another wave and a miss from Lawson, and it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 goes upstairs, snagged out of the air by Richards behind the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Looking at Carson-Newman defensively, Abby Martin is in straightaway center. Addie Saunders flanks her in left, and in right is Katie Mathena. As Romika comes home on the 1-2. This is high, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Haley Lawson. From first to third around the infield, it is Macaulay Bailey at first, Reese Winchester at second, Malia Smith at short, and Grace Gregory at third. Anne-Marie Richards is behind the dish. Same defensive alignment that started game 1 of the day. As Lawson pops it up, it'll go straight back out of play behind home plate. Addie Saunders was replaced by Shelby Armstrong in game 1 of the day. An 11-4 win for Carson-Newman over Davis and Elkins. The Eagles jumped in front 1-0 in the third. Ended up giving up the next 4 runs before putting up 10 in the top of the 7th. The 2-2 to Romika. Skips in, gets past Richards. A throw down to third, and it's not in time. As Sherman advances on the wild pitch from Romika. Up to second goes Rose. Next pitch to Lawson is a ball. She's aboard with a one-out walk, and the bases are loaded now for the Lions. Brings up Desiree Fuller, the second baseman. First offering, this is down away against the lefty, and Fuller, it's 1-0. There's a strike on the outer half, 1-1. Ramika making start number 5 on her freshman season, the 1-1. Fouled off on top of home plate by Fuller. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Lawson at first, Rose at second, Sherman at third. And a 1-0 Carson-Newman lead after Grace Gregory put the Eagles in front on a RBI double. Scored Abby Martin in the bottom of the first inning. A lot of orange on the field today. The 1-2. Fuller in the left field for a base hit. Sherman scores. And just off the end of the bat from Fuller, she's able to tie things up at 1 apiece. So last 4 have reached against Romika after she retired the first 4 to start the game. Brings up CeCe Bullock, the catcher, standing in the lefties batter's box against the righty and Romika. That one gets to the backstop, Richards fields, but with speed, Rose scores with ease, and the Lions take a 1-0 lead on a wild pitch from Romika. Everyone else moves up another 60 feet. So Lawson now at third, Fuller at second, and a 2-1 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman after the Eagles struck first in the bottom of the first inning, and now Lincoln in front, 2-1. Snap throw back to third on a first pitch strike, or excuse me, a second pitch strike from Romika makes it 1-1. Romika just threw 8 pitches in the first inning. She's already thrown 20 here in the second. Against the Lions team that is playing its first game of the day. 1-1's down away low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Bullock is the 9-hitter before it turns back over to the top of the order with Ashley Stringer. As now the umpiring crew is going to have a conversation to the left of the circle. No temp fence up here, as there is at a lot of places. There is no temp fence due to the weather in the Raleigh area over the last few days with all the moisture, all the rain. They haven't been able to install all the temp fences, and so it is just the blue stakes as there was in Game 1 if you're able to join me for that 11-4 win over Davis and Elkins. The 2-1 from Romika stamps the outside corner on pitch number 30 of the afternoon for the freshman out of San Diego, California. Two. Wave and a miss from Bullock. Romika gets her first strikeout and puts 2 away now in the second. Brings up Ashley Stringer. She is 0 for 1. With a bunt back to Romika in the first. First pitch to Stringer, ground ball, slow roller to second. Winchester Fields, a sidearm throw to first, is in time for out number 3, but the Lions add a pair in the second, take a 2-1 lead as the Eagle Bats will be coming back up. It'll be Addie Saunders, Katie Mathena, and Sarah Walker. 6, 7, 8 in the Carson-Newman order when we come back on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Addie Saunders leads off in the bottom of the second inning for Carson-Newman in a 2-1 Lincoln lead facing Ashlyn Sherman. And the first pitch home to Saunders is a ball outside, 1-0. Saunders came into game one against Davis and Elkins batting .435, takes the 1-0 for a called strike on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is low and away. Two balls, 1 strike against Sherman, who had thrown 12 pitches in that first inning. The 2-1 on the inside corner for a called strike. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes against Saunders, who digs into the lefty's batter's box. Not a lot of time for field maintenance between games, so these two teams are going to push through the adversity. The 2-2, Saunders off the end of the bat, a slow roller, first base side, and just rolls foul at the very last moment. (3-2), Saunders line drive goes the other way in the left field for a base hit. Addie Saunders is aboard as the leadoff hitter reaches for Carson-Newman. Did so in the first. Malia Smith with a bunt single. She was recorded out on a fielder's choice from Abby Martin, who eventually came into scores the first round of the game. Katie Mathena shows bunt. Tries to lay it down, comes up empty, and it's 0-1. Next offering to Mathena, the 0-1. She misses on the bunt once more, and it's 0-2. Next pitch home, Mathena puts the bunt down right in front of home plate. The throw from Bullock is in time to get Mathena at first. Saunders advances into scoring position on the sac bunt. Brings up Sarah Walker, the 8-hitter in the Carson-Newman order. First pitch to Walker is a called strike, 0-1. Walker on the ground, picked up by the shortstop. Ushers Saunders back to second, and Walker is retired on a 6-3 putout. Keeps Saunders over at second base, brings up the 9-hitter, Reese Winchester. Making the play was Jordan Cathy, a shortstop for the Lions. First offering to Winchester, catches the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Sherman's been dealing strikes. "24 pitches, 19 of them have been strikes. Next pitch is outside, and the count evens at 1-1. Winchester fouls it straight back into the netting behind home plate. And the count moves to 1-2 with the tying run in this situation. And Addie Saunders over at second base after a leadoff single. Moved up to second on a sac bunt. The ground out of Sarah Walker kept her over at second base. 1-2 to Winchester. It is chopped in front of home plate. Sherman comes out of the circle, fields and fires to first, and that ends the inning. 1-3 putout as Saunders is left stranded on the bases. No runs on 1 hit with no errors. 1 runner left on base. In the bottom of the second, we head into the third with a 2-1 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Top of the third inning from Raleigh, North Carolina. A 2-1 Lincoln lead over number 21 Carson-Newman. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Jam-packed day lies ahead in the city of Oaks as Emma Romika delivers a first pitch ball against Amari Frederick. And it's 1-0 to the right fielder. Next offering is low once more. 2 balls, no strikes. (2-0) from Romika. Sizzles on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2, 3, and 4 in the Lincoln order expected up. Jordan Cathy awaits on deck. Slow roller back up the middle. Smith fields, gobbles it up, and snaps it to first for out number 1. Brings up Jordan Cathy. Samaya Smith is standing on deck, the third baseman for the Lions. Cathy, a slow roller to third. Gregory gobbles it up. She'll snap it to first. And there's 2 away. And a short-lived battle between Cathy and Romika took 1 pitch, and here comes Samaya Smith. Romika looks in, First pitch home. Catches the bottom rail of the zone, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Brushes inside against Smith. She shimmies out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. With 2 gone in the bottom of the third, or the top of the third inning. A 2-1 Lincoln lead after 2 runs in the second. Answered back the Eagles 1 run in the first. Smith back up the middle. Captured by Smith up the middle. Now she'll go to first for a 1-2-3. Top of the third inning for Emma Romika. Letting her defense make plays behind her. Has had 2 1-2-3 innings. And then had that rough second inning where the Lions scored a pair of runs, and it's the difference so far. 2-1 Lincoln in front, bottom of the third, and the Carson-Newman Bats coming back up after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Quick break on the Eagle Sports Network. Apologies for any technical difficulties. But Malia Smith leads off. It's the top of the Carson-Newman order, facing Ashlyn Sherman in the bottom of the third. A 2-1 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman here on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. First pitch to Smith is chopped off of home plate foul. And the count moves to 0-1. As Carson-Newman trails once again today. They trailed 4-1 against Davis and Elkins. Played 10 runs in the top of the 7th to pick up an 11-4 win. Certainly that is probably not on the bingo card for head coach Michael Graves today, in game 2 rather, as the 0-1 clips the outer corner against the lefty and Smith, and it's 0-2. The Lions come into this game 4-3 on the season. 0-2, Smith fouls it away. 30 pitches for Ashlyn Sherman. 24 of those have been strikes. Also on tap for the Lions this afternoon, a date with West Virginia State, who Carson-Newman was supposed to play today to open up its contest, as the 0-2 misses low and away against Smith, 1 ball and 2 strikes. But with all the weather, there's been a lot of schedule changes, some shuffling around. And so the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles not meeting this weekend. If you're following along on my game notes, I would just throw that schedule out. As the 1-2 comes home and Smith waves through it, as Sherman picks up the strikeout, and there's 1 gone on her opening K of the afternoon in the bottom half of the third inning. Brings up Abby Martin. Next offering to Martin is a line drive straight to center field, and the catch is made for out number 2. Sherman working quickly, working through this Carson-Newman order. Certainly throwing strikes, that's not the issue. First pitch home to Macaulay Bailey. The ball low and outside, 1-0. line outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Macaulay Bailey was the hero in game 1 of sorts. Carson-Newman had the bases loaded with nobody out, trailing by 2. And Macaulay Bailey worked a 13-pitch at-bat, eventually drove in the 2 tying runs in that 7th inning against Davison Elkins. The 2-0's low, 3 balls and no strikes. And Carson-Newman eventually went on to win 11-4 as Bailey sends a slow roller back up the middle and out of reach for the diving glove of Kathy and into center field for a base hit. Not many people have the green light on a 3-0 count, but Macaulay Bailey, one of those, gets a 2-out single, brings up Grace Gregory against Ashlyn Sherman, who is starting her 3rd game of the season, 5th appearance overall. It is 0-1. Next pitch to, or the first offering to Gregory, catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. 6.26 ERA for Sherman this season across 19 innings. Coming into today as the 0-1 goes low, 1 ball, 1 strike. 19 innings she has gone, has given up 24 runs, 17 of those earned with 25 hits. Opponents batting .305 against the right-hander. One has a called strike on the outside corner. And now the count's set 1-2. One-two, Gregory digs it out as it was coming in low, golfs it out to right field for a base hit. Now the last 2 have reached for Carson-Newman. As Gregory works it the other way, puts 2 on for Anne-Marie Richards. A catcher for Carson-Newman. First pitch to Richards. As a strike that catches the top of the zone. Sherman, and native of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. The 0-1. There's a strike that notches the outside edge. And it's 0-2. The 0-2. This is low and away. 1-2 to the catcher. She's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. There's 2 on with 2 away, trailing 2-1. Gregory at first, Bailey at second. 1-2 home. Richards pops it up, foul ground, left field line. Kathy, the shortstop, moves over and makes the grab for out number 3. Back-to-back 2-out singles from Carson-Newman and Macaulay Bailey and Grace Gregory, but they are stranded on the bases as it heads into the 4th. Quick moving contest. It is a 2-1 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Top of the fourth inning from Walnut Creek Park in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is a 2-1 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman, the 21st ranked Eagles, in a hole once again as they found themselves in game one of the day when they took on Davis and Elkins. Eventually picked up an 11-4 win after 10 runs in the seventh, but they have not had the same offensive momentum carrying forward. Emma Romika in the circle, and the first pitch to Ashlyn Sherman, grounded to second. Winchester gobbles it up and tosses to first for out number one. One pitch, one away in the top half of the fourth inning. Outside of a two-run, three-hit inning in the second, Romika's done a really good job as Aaliyah Rose puts down a bunt on the first pitch she sees. It goes straight back to Romika, and she goes to first. As Winchester was covering, and it's a 1-4 put out on two pitches. She's got two outs, does Romika. Stay on our toes here for Haley Lawson, the first baseman. Third pitch of the inning upcoming for Romika. She's already put the first two down. The delivery. And it's a strikeout on the inner half. Thought we were going to get a 1-2-3 inning with just three pitches for Romika, but Lawson takes and trying to play the long game in this at-bat. She trails 0-1 for Romika, catching the inner half on the most recent pitch. The 0-1 on the ground, sharply hit to third from her butt. Grace Gregory fires to first, and instead of a three-pitch inning, it's just a four-pitch inning. As Gregory did the splits, and then, as my boss Adam Cavalier would say, from her keister, throws on to first for out number three, sends us to the bottom of the fourth as the Carson-Newman Bats try to kick into gear, trailing 2-1 against Lincoln here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Addie Saunders leads off here in the home half of the fourth and chops the first one foul against Ashlyn Sherman, and the count moves to 0-1. The left fielder's 1 for 1, a base hit to left field her last time up. As the Eagles trail 2-1. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Saunders, a bouncing ball that caroms into right field, and Saunders is 2 for 2 with a pair of leadoff singles. Led off the second with a base hit. And now the rest of this Carson-Newman order tries to find its form. 7, 8, and 9, here they come. Katie Mathena, Sarah Walker, and Reese Winchester. Mathena and Walker and Winchester had strong first games. Mathena was 2 for 4 against Davis and Elkins. Shows bunt, pokes at it, but comes up empty, and the count moves to 0-1. Initially, the home plate umpire said she did not go around, but an appeal to the field umpire from CeCe Bullock, and it is ruled that she did go around. Next pitch home from Sherman, a wave and a miss from Athena, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 hangs outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was pitch number 50 for Ashlyn Sherman. The righty sets, 1-2 home. Mathena lifts a fly ball left field, drifting back and making the catch is Ashley Stringer for out number 1. Brings up Sarah Walker. Sherman's first pitch to Walker is a strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. And head coach Michael Graves is going to call time. As there's going to be a pinch hitter for Sarah Walker, and it will be the pitcher Emma Romika coming into this spot. So Romika subs in at this spot in the lineup as the 8 hitter. Counts at 0-1. With Addie Saunders over at first base, the 0-1. Romika chops it foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Sherman moves ahead. Romika hasn't had an at-bat since February 14th against Erskine. She went 0 for 2, picked up an RBI though, as Romika sends a slow roller to third, fielded on the bare hand by the third baseman in Samaya Smith. She retires Romika. Saunders moves up to second on the 5-3 putout, brings up Reese Winchester. As Carson-Newman tries to avoid a eerily similar fourth to what happened in the second. Addie Saunders led off with a base hit, but the next 3 went down against Sherman, leaving the tying run aboard as Winchester swings on the first pitch. Gobbled up by Kathy, the shortstop, zips it to first, and there is the inning. As Saunders gets on with a leadoff single, but nobody can do anything else there in the fourth as Sherman buckles down, puts down the next 3, sends us into the 5th inning. 2-1, Lincoln in front over Carson-Newman here on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Romika comes home, and the first pitch is a strike to Desiree Fuller. And it's 0-1. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning, a 2-1 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman. The Eagles struck first, an RBI double from Grace Gregory. Then 2 runs in the second for the Lions as Romika picks up a Baltimore chop off the bat of Fuller, who reaches first base with her speed. As the 8-hitter is aboard, and here comes the 9 in CC Bullock, the catcher. Romika threw just 4 pitches in the last inning. She's already halfway through 1 batter. Bullock is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, standing in lefty's batter's box. Bullock shows bunt, puts it down, picked up by the third baseman Gregory. She'll go to first as Fuller takes a wide turn around second and then will hold there. Turns back over to the top of the Lions order with Ashley Stringer, the left fielder. First pitch to Stringer. There's a strike that catches the outside, or the inside corner, to the righty. And it's 0-1. On tap for the Eagles, they'll take on West Virginia Wesleyan. It's slated for a 4 p.m. starter. As soon as this one ends, as Stringer lines it into left center field for a base hit. Turning around, third coming in to score goes Fuller, and it's 3-1 Lincoln on a RBI double from Ashley Stringer. So Lincoln makes it 3-1. First pitch is a ball to Amari Frederick. 50th pitch there for Romika. For Stringer, that is her first RBI on the season. Frederick on the ground at third. Gregory ushers Stringer back to second and then zips it to first for out number 2. Brings up Jordan Cathy, the shortstop for this Lions team, and also the top hitter on this team through 7 games. Has gone 12 for 20 coming into today. She's 0 for 2 to start the day with a flyout and a ground out. First pitch is a ball that hangs upstairs, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 is down the chute, and count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 from Romika is a touch low. 2 balls and a strike against the shortstop and the 3-hitter in this Lincoln order. Two 2-1 hangs upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Cathy pops it up. Foul ground, first base side. And the catcher Richards and the first baseman Bailey run out of room as it just glances off the fencing of the first base dugout. And the count runs full. Maya Smith Went flush up against the fence, trying to stay out of the way. Payoff pitch. Kathy fights with a foul ball that plugs in front of the home plate. Maybe caught a piece of it. There's been a lot of traffic that has gone on this field, all muddied up. Payoff pitch, Kathy line drive out of the reach of an outstretched left arm from Smith. The throw to the plate is not in time. Run will score. Trying to advance up to second and getting thrown out is Kathy, but the run will score, an RBI single from Jordan Kathy. Makes it 4-1 Lincoln after 2 more runs score here in the 5th. Carson-Newman trailing 4-1 for the second time today as the Bats will look to get going here in the bottom half of the 5th on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Malia Smith leads off as it's the top of the Carson-Newman order, trailing 4-1 against Lincoln out of Pennsylvania. First pitch to Smith, hit hard to third, picked up and now fired to first, but it is not in time as Smith, the third baseman, couldn't corral it on a scorcher off the bat of Malia Smith. It is an infield single. Abby Martin is aboard, swings on the first pitch, hit on the ground to the shortstop. Kathy goes to second for one, but Martin is aboard on the fielder's choice. Smith just out by a step on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Brings up Macaulay Bailey, the first baseman. She swings on the first pitch, goes to Kathy, who will go to second for one. On to first, it gets away from the first baseman in Lawson, and advancing to second goes Bailey. Brings up Grace Gregory. She's got an RBI her last time up. Or her first time up, rather. Gregory is 2 for 2, though, as the first pitch is in the dirt for ball one from Sherman. Next offering will be the 60th pitch of the contest for the right-handed pitcher. The 1-0. Gregory loops it out into right center field. It will split the gap of the outfielders. Bailey will come in to score as Gregory stops there. An RBI single from Grace Gregory. She's 3 for 3, and the Eagles cut into the deficit. It is 4-2. First pitch to Richards is a ball. And it's 1-0. Richards is 0 for 2. Flew out to right and then flew out in foul ground to the shortstop in Jordan Cathy. As this is hoisted up in the air, shallow right field. The second baseman in Desiree Fuller takes a couple of steps onto the outfield grass and secures it for out number 3. But the 5th inning comes to a close as the Eagles get one on an RBI single from Grace Gregory. Sends us into the 6th. It's a 4-2 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Lacey Keck into the circle now for Carson-Newman as the first offering from the lefty misses high to Samaya Smith, and it's 1-0. Keck pitched in the first contest of the day against Davis and Elkins as the 1-0 hangs upstairs. 2-0 to Smith. Catches top rail of the zone. Count moves to 2-1. Keck comes home on the 2-1. Hard hit, line drive into right center field for a leadoff base hit for Samaya Smith. So after a brief timeout, Ashlyn Sherman steps into the righty's batter's box facing Lacey Keck. First offering home, misses high, ball 1. Carson-Newman in another hole. After trailing 4-1 to Davis Elkins in game 1. 1-0, zips on the inside, or on the outer corner, excuse me. Count moves to 1-1. 10 runs in the 7th for Carson-Newman. They They're able to pick up the win. Next pitch is fouled back on a bunt laid down by Sherman, and the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off by Sherman. Count stays where it is. Sherman grounds it back to the pitcher, Keck. She goes to second for one. And Sherman, with good speed, is able to get on safely at first. Reaches on a fielder's choice. And Smith out on the 1-4. Brings up Belia Rose, the center fielder. Keck gets her sign. This is slapped into center field. Martin slides in with it from her knees to make the grab. Throws it back to first, but it gets into foul ground. Advancing up to second goes Sherman, as a throw from Abby Martin was wayward. Brings up Haley Lawson, and a runner in scoring position for the Lions. Up 4-2 over number 21, Carson-Newman. First pitch to Haley Lawson is a ball that misses high and inside, 1-0. Against the righty. Keck's 1-0. Breaks back into the inside corner, trying to advance to third is Sherman, and she is out. A 2-1-5 caught stealing ends the inning and sends us to bottom of the sixth. A 4-2 Lincoln lead over Carson-Newman. Back on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
For the third time today, Addie Saunders leads off in an inning here to get things going in the bottom of the sixth. She is 2 for 2 with a pair of base hits, one to left, the other to right. But each time that she's gotten aboard, she's been left stranded on the bases as the next three have gone down. Carson-Newman needing a rally of sorts here with 6 outs to play with, trailing by 2. The first pitch from Ashlyn Sherman hangs upstairs against Saunders, and it's 1-0. Saunders line drive in the left field. Over the head of a leaping Jordan Cathy at short. Saunders is 3 for 3. And for the third time, all in the even-numbered innings, Addie Saunders is aboard on a leadoff single. She's did it in the second, the fourth, and now here in the sixth. And what does 7, 8, and 9 have to do? Here is Katie Mathena, answers and goes back up the middle, right back where it came from. Back-to-back singles from Carson-Newman. Puts 2 on, as there's Lacey Keck, who is going to be hitting in this spot. And the flex spot for Carson-Newman, it was Sarah Walker in this spot, but Sarah Walker was pulled in place of Emma Romiko when Romiko was pitching, and so Keck gets her first swings. The lefty shows bunt, tries to put it down, goes around, doesn't catch a piece of it, and the count goes to 0-1. Here's the 1-0, or the 0-1 rather, chopped to short. Cathy goes the short way to second and gets Mathena. Saunders goes to third, and Keck is aboard on a fielder's choice. Brings up Reese Winchester, the second baseman, who leads the Carson-Newman team in walks, but with how Sherman's been firing in strikes, 67 pitches, 51 of those have been strikes. First pitch misses as going to second goes Keck. Saunders caught off at third. The throw back is not in time. The Eagles were trying to maybe steal a run as throw down from Bullock was cut off by the second baseman in Fuller. Keck is in with a stolen base. (1-0) right at the top of the zone to Winchester, and the count goes to 1-1. Winchester line drive into left center field. It'll go in between the pipes and it'll be a ground rule double, but it ties the game. What a swing for the freshman. A 2-run double. Drives in Saunders and Keck. A frozen rope from Reese Winchester. And she gets RBIs number 7 and 8 on the season to knot things up at 4, and it brings up Malia Smith with the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 away. Winchester's had a tough time with her bat as of late, but she's still got on base, as I said, with the team leading 17 walks as Smith shows bunt, pulls back. First pitch misses inside from Sherman, and it's 1-0. Winchester picked up an RBI at Converse on a single. Smith shows bunt, pulls back, and it's a called strike. 1-1. but it is the first multi-RBI game of Reese Winchester's young career. Couldn't have come at a bigger spot for that moment. As Smith puts it down, Bullock, the catcher, fields, gets the out at first. As Winchester advances to third on the sac bunt. Brings up Abby Martin. Smith normally is able to get that a little further out in front of home plate as the first pitch to Abby Martin, hit on the ground to third. Picked up by Smith, the overhand throw to first. It's in time for out number 3, but the Eagles tie it on a 2-run double from Reese Winchester. The go-ahead run is left over at third. As we head into the 7th, all square at 4 between Carson-Newman and Lincoln here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Top of the 7th inning, all square at 4 between Carson-Newman and Lincoln on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. Delighted you could join me. And Carson-Newman's had a flair for the dramatic as they're in Raleighwood this weekend, especially today, with 10 runs in the 7th against Davis and Elkins, trailing 4-1, and most recently a 2-run double to tie things at 4 by Reese Winchester. As Lacey Keck climbs back into the circle, faces Haley Lawson and starts her off with a strike on the outer half, but it's 0-1. Keck was the tying run to score in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1 is catches the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Keck comes home on the 0-2 delivery. This is just a touch inside to Haley Lawson, and it's 1-2. One-two outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Break even from Keck. Hard hit ground ball picked up by Smith at short. Throws to first. It's low. The stretch by Bailey, and she holds on for out number 1. You know, I touch on the speed of Malia Smith, but that also adds to her range defensively. Stabbed at it on the backhand, gave her enough time to pick it up with her right hand, and delivered a strong throw on to first for out number 1. Brings up Desiree Fuller, the 8-hitter in the Lincoln order. First pitch from Keck down the chute for a called strike 1. The 0-1 from Keck misses inside as Fuller leans out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. in the top of the 7th inning with one gone. 4 runs on 7 hits with an error for Lincoln. They've left 2 on base. 1-2. This is upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Carson-Newman, 4 runs, 11 hits. They also got an error. They've left 7 on base. One to Fuller, chopped on the ground to first, straight to Macaulay Bailey. She'll take it to the bag herself. Puts 2 away. And it brings up the 9-hitter and the catcher, C.C. Bullock. For Lincoln. They jumped in front after a 2-run second, added 2 more in the 5th, held a 4-1 lead. The Eagles have scored the last 3 runs, including a 2-run double from Reese Winchester that she smoked to left center in the 6th. First pitch to Bullock is a ball. This is inside to the lefty. Bullock, line drive into left field. Saunders moves into the gap, and with her speed, she's able to make the play for out number 3. So Carson-Newman a chance to walk things off after a 1-2-3, top of the 7th. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Carson-Newman order. Macaulay Bailey, Grace Gregory, and Anne-Marie Richards due up against Ashlyn Sherman. And when we come back in the bottom of the 7th on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Bottom of the 7th, a chance for a walk-off for Carson-Newman. Macaulay Bailey leads off with a facing Ashlyn Sherman. Takes the first pitch ball, and it's 1-0. 75 pitches coming into this inning, now 76 for Ashlyn Sherman. This is down and in over top of the shoes of Macaulay Bailey, and it's 2-0. Bounces in, 3 balls, no strikes. Macaulay Bailey was the one that really kick-started the chance to come back for Carson-Newman. 13 pitch at bat against Sammy Jarvis of Davis and Elkins. Ripped a 2-run double that tied it up at 4 in the top of the 7th. A 3-0. Bailey drives it the other way. Deep right field, pushing back, and it is dropped for a single. Macaulay Bailey turns around first and then holds there. She lost her footing, thought she had gotten enough of it, and the right fielder and Frederick couldn't hold on. That was a deep fly to right, and now there will be a pinch runner in this situation. Bailey Worley is going to come out of the third base side dugout and take out Macaulay Bailey. But the go-ahead run on base for Carson-Newman Brings up Grace Gregory. Brings up Grace Gregory. Bailey Worley with good speed over at first. The first offering into Gregory. Moves inside and standing in the righty's batter's box. Gregory shifts out of the way. As the count moves to 1-0 on the 80th pitch of the afternoon for Ashlyn Sherman. 4:06 local time. 1-0. Inside once more. 2-0. Sherman had 51 strikes on 67 pitches. The last 14, it's been 50-50 as Gregory hammers one to left, and it just pulls foul of the left field line. Gregory tattooed that ball that was left hanging up by Ashlyn Sherman. Two-one. High and outside, 3-1. A snap throw back to first by Bullock. And Worley's back standing safely. A 3-1. Misses inside, and Gregory works a 5-pitch walk. Puts 2 on with nobody out, and here comes Anne-Marie Richards. Richards so far today. Shows a bunt on the first pitch, lays it down in front of home plate. Smith, the third baseman, fields. The throw is off target, and the ball gets away from the first baseman. Here comes Worley to score. And the game is over. It should be, but there is some discussion here. Head coach Michael Graves came out of the third base dugout, is now ushered back as Anne-Marie Richards in the first player covering first base in Fuller collided. There's does the run score is the question, and it does, and the game is over. One of the stranger walk-offs you'll see brings this game to a close. And the game is over, and Carson-Newman takes it 5-4 over Lincoln to improve to 2-0 on the season. A sac bunt from Anne-Marie Richards drives in Bailey Worley, and the Eagles improve to 2-0 with a 5-4 win over the Lions. Game 3 of the day is a date with West Virginia Wesleyan. Have that one for you on the Eagle Sports Network. I'm going to sign off now in hopes that we're not going to be starting late like I did here in the second inning, and I'll try and figure out how to score that one correctly. But until then, Matt Scalzo signing off. See you.